Hello, my name is Maya Vasquez, and I am a school psychology student currently placed in an elementary school setting. And today I will be demonstrating a mock individual counseling session using solution-focused brief counseling techniques. And for the purpose of this mock counseling demonstration, I will be playing both the role of the school counselor and the student. This format will basically allow me to clearly demonstrate the application of solution-focused brief counseling techniques within an individual elementary school setting. So the focus of this session will be peer relationships and social confidence. This is going to take place in the pre-K through 12 setting. And we'll discuss peer relationships, how peer relationships significantly impact students and their social emotional well-being. So students who struggle socially may experience decreased self-esteem, increased anxiety, and lower classroom engagement. And addressing these concerns early promote belonging, resilience, and academic success. And for the background in this mock session, so I will be working with a student named Ethan. Ethan is a 10-year-old fifth grade student, and he has expressed that he feels like he does not have many friends and often sits alone during recess. And his teacher has reported in the past that he performs well academically but avoids group work. And Ethan has shared with me previously that he wants to make friends but feels unsure about how to start conversations. So, the goal of this session is to use solution-focused strategies to help Ethan recognize his strengths and to identify small steps toward improvement, as well as build confidence in peer interactions. So, we will continue on to the mock counseling session. Hi, Ethan. I'm really glad you came in today. I heard you've been feeling unsure about making friends lately. So, what's been going on? I just don't really talk to anyone. Okay, that sounds hard. What usually happens at recess? I usually just sit or draw. Okay, that makes sense. Before we talk more about what feels hard, I'd love to know what are some things you feel really good at or are proud of? I think I'm good at drawing. That's awesome. I think that being creative is a huge strength. Has there ever been a time when someone noticed you drawing or talked to you about it? Yeah, maybe one time. Oh, that's interesting. What happened? A kid just asked me what I was drawing. Okay, and how did that feel? It was okay, I guess. Okay, so there was a moment where connecting felt a little easier then. That tells me you already have that ability to connect with someone. I think that we just need more of those moments. What do you think? Let's see. So if you had to rate how you're feeling about friendships right now on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 means you feel completely alone and 10 means you feel really confident making friends, where would you say that you are right now? Maybe a 4? A 4, that's great. That really is very informative for me. And I want to know what makes it a 4 and not a 2? I mean, I guess people aren't really mean to me or anything. Okay, that makes sense. So it's not that things are terrible, they're just not exactly where you'd want them to be yet. Okay, so if you're at a 4 now, what do you think a 5 would look like? Maybe talking more? Okay, talking more. I like that. So let me ask you another question, something a little more different. So imagine tonight while you're sleeping, a miracle happens. Tomorrow you wake up and you feel more confident about making friends. You don't know how it happened, but something feels a little different. What would be the first small sign that tells you things are better? I would just say hi first. Okay, that's a great example. What else might be different? Or maybe I can sit with someone. Okay, so I noticed that those changes aren't huge. They're smaller, but they're things that you're already capable of. Okay, so this week, what's one small thing you could try that might move you from a 4 to a 5? Maybe sit next to someone new at lunch and say hi. Yes, that's a great goal. It's specific and I think it's really realistic for you. And I really appreciate how honest you were with me today. You already have strengths like your creativity, and you've had moments where talking felt okay and easy. So this week, we will focus on one small step and see what happens. We don't need perfection, we just want you to step out there and make some progress. Solution focused brief counseling is particularly appropriate in school settings because it is time efficient, strengths based, and goal oriented. Rather than focusing heavily on the problem, I think that this approach really emphasizes identifying existing strengths, exploring exceptions, and building small, achievable steps toward change. And for Ethan, I think that focusing on his artistic ability increases his self efficiency and confidence. And I believe that exploring exceptions highlights that successful peer interactions that have already occurred. So, scaling questions provide measurable progress monitoring, while the miracle questions help him visualize success in a developmentally appropriate way. And these strategies support social emotional growth and peer connection within the school setting. So, in conclusion, solution focused brief counseling provides practical and empowering tools for addressing peer relationship concerns in elementary students. And by focusing on strengths, small successes, and achievable goals, I think that students can build confidence and develop meaningful social connections that really support their social, emotional, and academic development. Thank you so much.